Do you know what are the top 10 health problems in winter? As the mercury drops, our bodies become vulnerable to a host of health issues. This video aims to shed light on these winter woes, from the common flu to the less-known seasonal affective disorder, and more. But don't worry, we're not just here to inform. We're also here to arm you with easy, effective strategies to safeguard your health during the chilly season. Stay tuned as we delve into these issues one by one. First up, the notorious winter duo, the flu and cold. These unwelcome guests make their presence known just as the leaves start to fall and temperatures drop. A chorus of coughs, sneezes, and sniffles fills the air. But what can we do to keep these seasonal villains at bay? Well, let's start with the basics. A flu vaccine can be your first line of defense. While it's not a foolproof shield, it certainly tilts the odds in your favor. Next, a simple act like washing your hands regularly can go a long way in preventing the spread of these bugs. But let's not forget the power of a balanced diet. Fruits, vegetables, and plenty of fluids can help to strengthen your immune system, making it harder for the flu and cold to take hold. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Next on the list, the often overlooked seasonal affective disorder. This is more than just the winter blues. It's a type of depression that's related to changes in seasons, typically starting in the fall and continuing into the winter months. Symptoms might include feelings of hopelessness, loss of energy, difficulty sleeping, or changes in appetite. But don't fret. There are ways to combat this. Light therapy can be particularly effective. It involves sitting near a device called a light box, which emits a bright light mimicking natural outdoor light. Regular exercise is another key player in managing this disorder. It can help to relieve stress and anxiety, both of which can increase seasonal affective disorder symptoms. And let's not forget about maintaining a healthy diet. Eating the right foods can boost your mood and energy, providing an overall sense of well-being. Don't underestimate the power of a little sunshine and exercise. Before we dive into the next problem, let's take a brief detour and talk about two common skin ailments that can worsen during winter: eczema and psoriasis. These are chronic skin conditions that often flare up during the harsh, dry winter months. Symptoms can include inflamed, itchy skin, and in some cases, silver-colored scales. Now, if you're wondering why we're discussing this now, that's because the methods to manage these conditions are similar to those we use for dry skin. Regular moisturizing, avoiding known triggers such as rapid changes in temperature or stress, and following your prescribed treatments can help manage these conditions. And remember, your skin needs extra care during winter. Don't let eczema and psoriasis dampen your winter spirits. Keep your skin healthy and glowing, even in the harshest of winters. Moving forward, let's talk about dry skin. As the mercury drops, the moisture in the air follows suit, leading to a common winter woe: dry skin. The chill winds can leave your skin feeling as parched as a desert, causing itchiness, redness, and even cracks. It's more than just a discomfort, it's your body signaling for help. So how do we combat this? The answer lies in three things: moisturizers, humidifiers, and hydration. Moisturizers lock in your skin's natural moisture, preventing it from evaporating. A good quality moisturizer, applied generously, can be your skin's best friend in winter. Humidifiers, on the other hand, add moisture back into the air, helping to prevent your skin from drying out. Lastly, remember to stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water ensures your body, including your skin, has the hydration it needs. So keep your skin happy and hydrated this winter. Now let's tackle a serious winter foe: asthma. Winter can be a challenging season for those living with asthma. The cold air acts as a trigger, leading to inflammation and narrowing of the airways, causing symptoms like shortness of breath, wheezing, coughing, and chest tightness. It's like trying to breathe through a straw that's being slowly pinched. But don't worry, there are ways to manage this. Medication is key. Ensuring you have your reliever inhaler with you at all times can be a lifesaver. Dress warmly, especially covering your nose and mouth, to warm the air before you breathe it in. Try to avoid outdoor activities during extreme cold, but if you must go out, warm up indoors first. Remember, it's not about hiding from winter, but learning to adapt and manage your symptoms. Your health is your wealth. Protect it. Next up, a silent and deadly winter threat: heart attacks. Winter's icy grip can place a significant strain on our hearts. The cold weather causes our blood vessels to constrict, increasing the heart's workload and potentially leading to heart attacks. Common symptoms can include chest discomfort, shortness of breath, and feeling faint or weak. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Regular checkups can help identify potential risks early. A healthy lifestyle, rich in nutritious foods, and regular exercise can strengthen the heart and reduce the risk. But remember, overexertion in the cold can be a trigger, so balance is key. Shoveling snow, for instance, is a common winter activity that can lead to heart strain. So, if you're at risk, consider hiring someone to do it or use a snowblower instead. Prevention is always better than cure, especially when it comes to your heart. Moving on, let's discuss a common winter complaint: joint pain. As the thermometer drops, you may find your joints becoming stiffer, your movements more uncomfortable. This is because cold weather can tighten the tissues around your joints, exacerbating any existing pain. It's like your body's own personal weather forecast, alerting you to the changing seasons. Now, you may not be able to control the weather, but you can certainly take steps to manage your joint pain. Regular exercise, for example, keeps your joints flexible and strong. It's like oiling a rusty hinge. The more you move it, the smoother it becomes. Warm clothing is another simple yet effective strategy. A good thermal layer can help keep the chill at bay, providing much-needed relief to your aching joints. And let's not forget about a balanced diet. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D can help reduce inflammation and improve bone health. Don't let joint pain steal your winter joy. Next, we have the winter vomiting bug, norovirus. This pesky virus loves to spread its wings during the chilly season. It's notorious for causing gastroenteritis, an inflammation of the stomach and intestines. Symptoms often include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. Sounds unpleasant, right? Unfortunately, norovirus is highly contagious, spreading quickly from person to person through contaminated food or water, and by touching contaminated surfaces. That's why winter, with its indoor gatherings and close quarters, can be a hotbed for norovirus outbreaks. But don't fret, there are ways to prevent it. Practicing good hand hygiene is your first line of defense. Washing your hands regularly, especially before eating or preparing food, can help keep the virus at bay. It's also wise to avoid close contact with anyone who's infected, and to disinfect any surfaces they may have touched. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Stay vigilant, stay healthy. Let's now talk about a serious winter illness: pneumonia. As the mercury dips, the risk of pneumonia, an infection that inflames the air sacs in one or both lungs, increases. Common symptoms include a cough with phlegm or pus, fever, chills, and difficulty breathing. But don't fret. There are ways to prevent pneumonia, and they start with a simple step: vaccination. Both the pneumococcal conjugate vaccine and the pneumococcal polysaccharide vaccine can protect you against this illness. And remember, hand hygiene is key. Wash your hands regularly and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. A healthy lifestyle is another line of defense. Eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep can keep your immune system strong and ready to fight off infections. Pneumonia can be serious, but with the right precautions, you can keep yourself safe this winter. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. Next, a chilling winter threat: frostbite. As the mercury dips, so does the risk of frostbite rise, an injury caused by freezing of the skin and underlying tissues. It's not a mere discomfort, it's a serious condition that can lead to permanent damage, and in severe cases, amputation. It usually affects the fingers, toes, nose, ears, cheeks, and chin, areas exposed to the cold and not sufficiently insulated. Symptoms can include numbness, a prickling feeling, and skin that appears waxy or changes color. So how can we prevent this icy menace? Dressing appropriately is crucial. Layer up, folks. Wear mittens, not gloves, insulated boots, and a warm hat. Avoid prolonged exposure to the cold, especially if it's windy. And if you begin to notice symptoms, don't ignore them. Seek immediate medical attention. Remember, frostbite is preventable. Don't let the cold catch you off guard. Don't freeze in the face of frostbite, be prepared. Last but not least, a deadly winter peril: hypothermia. It's a serious condition that can occur when your body loses heat faster than it can produce it, causing a dangerously low body temperature. Symptoms can start with shivering and fatigue and progress to confusion, slurred speech, and even loss of consciousness. In severe cases, hypothermia can be life-threatening. But the good news is, it's preventable. The first step is to stay warm. Layer your clothing, cover your head, hands, and feet, and make sure to wear a heavy coat in extreme cold. Eating well can also help your body generate heat. Consuming warm, high-calorie foods can give your body the energy it needs to stay warm. But most importantly, avoid prolonged exposure to the cold. If it's too cold outside, stay indoors. And if you're out in the cold, take frequent breaks to warm up. Remember, prevention is the best medicine. Stay warm, stay safe. And there you have it, the top 10 winter health problems. From the common cold to the serious threats like heart attacks and hypothermia, winter brings its own set of health challenges. But remember, prevention is always better than cure. Keep your bodies warm, eat healthy, and don't ignore any symptoms. Early detection can make a world of difference. So, take these winter woes head on. equipped with the right knowledge and care. Knowledge is power, so stay informed and stay healthy this winter.